Thank you for joining us on the program. Now, yesterday was Christmas Day, and we hope that you did have a good Christmas, enjoying a special time and sharing love with everyone. Now, just as it was celebrated elsewhere around the world, Christmas was celebrated in Nigeria, but first, Nigerians received a surprise from their leaders, President Muhammadu Buhari and his Vice Yemi Osinbajo, alongside the leader of the ruling party, emerged in a video singing a Christmas song to wish Nigerians a Merry Christmas. Now, you would think this was not such a big deal, but it is actually.
Indeed, Jerry. This Christmas video showing President Buhari accompanied by Adams Oshiomhole, president of the All Progressive Congress, did not have the expected effect. It actually got a quite different effect. Hundreds of Nigerian internet users have criticized the government and say the president has not sung at Christmas since he took office in 2015. Thus, for many, a few months before the next presidential election, this initiative looks like a calculated communication operation. While for others, including Adamu Sambo, a Nigerian television reporter, this is a mistake for the head of state who does not grant such a privilege to Muslims during Islamic religious holidays. A fairly short video that has therefore raised a lot of controversy. Have a look.
This is how they did it together.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas, and we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And if you must know, President Muhammadu Buhari does not extend such a privilege to his Muslim aides at similar religious festivities. From the State House, Adams Oshiomhole, NTA News.
And that was the video there of Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari alongside his Vice President and party leader Adams Oshiomhole singing, wishing Nigerians a Merry Christmas in that video, which has gone viral and has generated a lot of reactions, you know, a lot of reactions from Nigerians. We are trying to establish a connection to Abuja, Nigeria, to speak with our correspondent, Tuji Oye, but we do not have him now. When we do have him, we will go live to talk about the reactions that followed that video.
Exactement, Jerry. On reviendra donc sur cette actualité.
Exactly, Jerry will be coming back to that.
Dans l'oreillette que notre correspondant est là, n'est-ce pas, Jerry?
Oh, we do have Tuji now. Tunji?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, live from Abuja this morning. Thank you very much for joining us. A warm welcome and happy Boxing Day.
Happy, thank you very much.
All right.
Congo, Brazzaville.
Congo is very good. Still in the Christmas mood. It is. But it's not actually a holiday here as it is, we suppose, over there for you in Nigeria. First off, how is Boxing Day like in Abuja this morning?
Wow, Boxing Day is very cool. Everything is normal. Just as you said, it is public holiday here in Nigeria also, so the streets are relatively scanty, especially the business district area of Abuja, where most government establishments and institutions are located. So many people have traveled out of the city of Abuja to their home states to celebrate Christmas and Boxing Day. So Abuja is calm. Of course, civil servants and the business people are preparing to resume work tomorrow because the holiday ends today.
And look at how lucky they are with a holiday yesterday and today and resumption of work for them tomorrow. Now, Tunji, let's get right into it. President Buhari sang a Christmas song to wish Nigerians a Merry Christmas. It's the first time he is doing so, and oops, there is a lot of criticism.
Yes, there is a lot of criticism. I must tell you, the song rendered by President Buhari is generating quite a lot of reactions. Now, if you try to tap into Google search the word Buhari sings Christmas song, now you will get about 263,000 results in just 0.36 seconds. Now, it's an indication that is one of the most searched material in Nigeria in the last 48 hours. Both on YouTube, everybody is trying to look for it and to check it out. Now, the reason why the song is generating views may not be unconnected with the fact that the 3 men that featured in that video, they are the most talked about personalities in the government. The vice president was there, and the national chairman of the ruling party is also in that video. The general elections, as you know, is less than 2 months in Nigeria, and the president's party is yet to release their campaign schedule. Now, the ruling party is also yet to kickstart their campaign, while the opposition have started campaigning about a month ago. So Nigeria are seriously complaining about this, and they were surprised to see the president singing, actually, when they feel that the president should be doing something else.
Well, he's wishing Nigerians a Merry Christmas by singing. Maybe there's more to it, but we can imagine the concern that could be the concern over the preparations for the elections, just 2 months to the much talked about presidential elections in the country. Tunji, let's talk about something that's also generating headlines in Nigeria, the worsening violence in Zamfara state in the northeast, where armed bandits have attacked different communities. Dozens of people, if not hundreds, are said to have been killed in the past few weeks. And a foremost activist and co-founder of the Bring Back Our Girls movement, Aisha Yusufu, has again blamed President Buhari.
Yes, the Bring Back Our movement, and especially Aisha, has always been pressurizing government to do more in terms of security. Now, the government reacted last week through the Minister of Information, and government says it's doing everything within its power to bring the situation under control. In fact, the minister said government is consulting with Nigerian neighbors, that is the Cameroon, the Niger Republic, and Chad, to ensure that the insurgents are smoked out of the country. According to the minister, negotiation is also on to get those who are still in Boko Haram's captivity. The federal government, of course, has consistently told Nigerians that to be calm, that the security situation is under control. But of course, the recent killings in Zamfara and other parts also in the northeast is raising more concerns among Nigerians. Of course, security issue is one issue that this government is really struggling with presently. Anytime the government says it is doing everything to ensure, and we think things are calm, all of a sudden Boko Haram strikes again and everybody is concerned. So, but government has promised that everything will be fine and Nigeria should not worry at all.
Tunji, how would you gauge President Buhari's readiness for this election?
It may be difficult to assess President Buhari's readiness for this election. There are rumors in many quarters in the country that the president and his party are not really ready for the February election. Now, as we speak, the ruling party is yet to constitute its campaign committee, while the opposition party is already going around the country campaigning. Of course, there are a little bit of misunderstanding and internal crisis within the ruling party, and the president and other key personalities in the party are carrying different moral baggage, which is affecting their public perception. Now, for example, the president still has the question of the cloning to answer Nigerians. You know, Nigeria came out with this rumor that the president is cloned by one man from Sudan. But of course, the president cleared the air when he traveled to Poland 2 months ago. Now, he said he's the real president and he wasn't cloned. But some Nigerians are still angry that the president should have addressed the issue at home. Some people are expecting the president to address the nation via a broadcast or an interview so that the people, they can clear the air. But well, the president went to Poland and said he is the true president. And also some comments that are credited to the president's wife is also fueling suspicion about the whole issue. The president's wife of late has been criticizing the government, and he's saying the government has been hijacked by some very few cabals. And so people are still suspecting something fishy. Now, the national chairman of the president's party also was recently invited by Nigeria's anti-fraud body, that is the EFCC, on allegations that he collected millions of dollars as bribes from politicians aspiring to get to public office. And now the matter is still in the public domain. Also, the vice president has been heavily criticized because in recent times he has been going around major markets in Nigeria to distribute 10,000 naira each to market women under a government economic empowerment program called Trader Money. But the opposition says it is simply vote buying ahead of elections. All these issues are reason why Nigerians believe the president and his party are not looking prepared for the election. And well, they are complaining because they expect that the party, the ruling party, should be serious and get to business ahead of February.
Tunji, we have now run out of time. It's time to let you go, and do have a good time with your family. Again, Merry Christmas and Happy Boxing Day.
Thank you very much.